Hello there. Today, let's look at the different pricings of the different AI tools that we've seen so far. I'm going to give you a long list of reviews for each one of them. My intention today is not to go through each of them in detail in terms of functionalities, but more to compare them from a pricing perspective. So it gives you a good idea on what you can afford, if you can try it for free, and I'll just maybe briefly touch upon how it's different from the others. Okay, let's jump in. The first one, Jasper, I'm going to do my best to help you focus, but I'm hoping you don't get distracted with all the ones on the right. So I'm just going to say, oops. Okay, Jasper. I think this may be the king of AI writers. I mean, I say that with a tiny bit of reservation. I don't think it's the king in terms of functionality and pricing and everything, but as an overall package, when you put together what you can do from an AI writing perspective, the image generation perspective, and the integration it has with Grammarly, SEO, and everything else, and just the brand of it, and the support you get from Jasper team, I don't quite call it the king, but I think it's very close and it's a clear contender for this title, king or queen. I mean, they call Jasper as he, so I'm going to say king, but is it the number one? I don't know, but I think it's close and it's definitely in the top three contender. It has two plans, a starter mode and boss mode, as you can see, and depending on how much you write, you could start at $29 a month, or you could for the starter mode, which basically allows you almost everything except a few of the boss mode modules like the power mode and the command, etc. If you write not so much, let's say 20,000 words a month, mostly in a certain type of templates, let's say marketing copies or emails, I think this would be good for you. At $29, it gives you access to probably one of the best known tools in the market. But that said, if you are a blogger, if you write long form content primarily, I would suggest the boss mode. I'm personally on this mode. I bought the annual plan a while ago. And I think it's the best value for money when you go with $59 a month, because it allows you to write more, 50,000 words. And typically you can also go down on content that you don't like, and Jasper refunds it back up to 20%. So for example, I could get up to 10,000 words credited back to me if I didn't like the content. And I think overall it's a really good package. I mean, 50,000 words, if you, let's say, take 5 days a month a break, that is almost 2,000 words a day. So that's decent long form content that you can generate every day. And Jasper makes it so quick. I actually tried testing Jasper today again. I've created I think over 4,000. Let me just quickly show you. While I get my Jasper on, okay, so I'm gonna quickly show you what I'm doing. If you are on my screen now, so that's how much I use Jasper. Over this month, last 2 weeks or so, I've written actually a lot, 36,000 words. And you can see that I don't write every day on the same tool. I try different tools. So let's say these are the Jasper days. And I write, when I use the tool, somewhere between 3 to 6,000, 7,000 words a month. 7,000 words a day. And that is what Jasper actually allows you to do. I mean, it can just blow your schedule out of the water by actually compressing it quickly. Okay, here's my Jasper usage. As you can see, whenever I do write with Jasper, I go somewhere between 3,000 to 6,000 words typically. Some days I do more, some days I do less, and you notice that some days I didn't do it at all because I was testing the other tools. But that's how much you could write every day with Jasper. That's how much your productivity could increase. So when we come back to the pricing, So is Jasper worth $59 a month on the boss mode? Well, if you write long form primarily, I think it's I wouldn't say it is the best tool. I mean, I think you should still try everything here, but it's, I think, ranking very much in the top three for me. Should you try Jasper? Definitely, yes. I have given the free trial link for Jasper in the description. Go try it, and when you try it, try and explore everything in the tool, and I think you might be pleasantly surprised with what you see there. Okay, so that's Jasper. I would either recommend you go with $29 a month on the starter mode to try the tool. I mean, actually, you should try the tool with the trial link, but if you extend beyond that. But the moment you're convinced Jasper is the right one for you, I would really recommend you to go with the boss mode plan, the higher version, because it truly is a superpower. And at $59 a month, it's probably not as expensive. I mean, if you do generate a lot of content, I mean, one thing I didn't mention here is the art generator is $20 on top of this. So if you do like art, then you do have to add that to your budget. Okay, that's Jasper. Let's move to Scalenut. Scalenut is a less popular tool, but nevertheless, Scalenut comes with some inbuilt SEO capabilities that you would otherwise have to pay Jasper, for the Surfer integration. Jasper can integrate with Surfer SEO, but Scalenut kind of does it inbuilt to the tool. I wouldn't say it's the results are as convincing as Surfer SEO, but if you don't want pinpoint accuracy, I think Scalenut would do the job for you. And Scalenut is much more generous in terms of pricing, as you can see when you pay annually. It's only $12 a month that you actually pay for the individual plan, and you can write 100,000 words with it. So again, try Scalenut for free, and if you like the output, this might be a much better option for you. It helps you do the long form content. It helps you generate SEO optimized content, and you can see again, I've added a video here and there's also a detailed review, so have a look. From a pricing point of view, Scalenut is one of the best priced products for how much you can do with it. If you like Scalenut, it might actually just be the perfect tool for you at the pricing. It's on Writesonic. It's another competitor of Jasper, and again, I think the key thing between Jasper and Writesonic comes with an AI generator, image generator. It's called Photosonic, and you can be on Writesonic as long as you want on the free trial. Of course, it has a cap of 2,500 words per month, and here you get to choose those words differently, because as you can see, there are 3 modes: good, average, and economy, and premium. Sorry, 4 modes. So you get a default of 2,500 premium words, but you could also get slightly lower quality words. I mean, if it's a familiar topic or you don't need to be super refined, you could also ask the tool to be less refined and, let's say, use more words, burn more words. So the pricing, I think, is on par with Scalenut. So you can see when you go on the economy mode with the long form, and when you pay annually, it's only $13 a month. And again, remember, it comes with a free plan, so you don't need to make that commitment straight away. Try the tool. I've put the link for the free trial in the description. If you like it, the pricing is competitive between Scalenut and Writesonic. Writesonic does come with the image generator, so it's kind of a little more than Scalenut, but it kind of depends on which writing style you like better. It's here more a matter of preference. I think the rest are kind of even between Scalenut and Writesonic. Moving on to Copysmith. Copysmith was interesting because I think the starter mode, you could pay annually and get at $16 a month. You could get 40,000 words, and you also get 75 credits. You can use these credits to check your additional queries, or you can use them for plagiarism, etc. I think from a pricing perspective, this is competitive. It's, for example, Jasper, you pay $59 a month. Here you pay $16 a month. Jasper, you get 50,000 words. Here you get 40,000 on Copysmith. I think the real difference here between Copysmith or Scalenut or Jasper, when you put Copysmith and compare the rest, I think it's the output quality and how for your chosen topics the AI, how the AI performs. If Copysmith AI performs well, it may be the tool for you. Again, you don't have to decide. There's a free trial link, but if you look at Jasper, you have to pay for Grammarly on top of the Jasper price to get this plagiarism checker. But here you get it for free. Again, it's competitive, but you should check if it works for you. So take a free trial before you decide any of this. Another interesting tool that I've seen, and again, all of these are reviewed and you have the details in the description. Anyword comes with multiple tiers. So in a way you can decide how much you write and pick something that's almost the perfect fit for you. So when you do, let's say 50,000 words, and that's my basic comparison because that's how much I typically tend to write. So let's just take this plan at 65,000 words. When I pay annually, I pay $49 a month. It's slightly cheaper than Jasper, slightly or wildly more expensive than Scalenut or Copysmith or anything else. Again, depending on the data quality. When you write, if you love the outputs, it may be worth the price for you. And again, this is basic. There's also a data-driven, which gives you access to more features and functionalities. And again, read the full review so you can get the difference between the two. I found Anyword quite interesting because the output was on par with, the competitors. What I found unique was the data-driven kind of had a lot more access than the basic. But again, should you decide right away? Probably not. Take a free trial. Again, you get a 2,000 words per month limit, so you don't need to decide in a week or whatever. So you can take as long as you like. If you like the outputs from Anyword, you can choose the right usage level and go for a plan that fits your budget and needs. INKforall, I'm going to stay on this one for a bit because I think I've used Jasper a lot and it's my benchmark to see whether this tool is better or worse. INKforall pleasantly surprised me. It's got AI Writer, which almost all of these are. It's got SEO Optimizer, which kind of helps you, optimize your content as you build it, similar to a Jasper plus Surfer SEO integration. And it's also got a content planner, which typically you would use a tool like Ahrefs or something like this for. So, you could, if you are a freelancer, SEO specialist, or a copywriting agency, you would probably need all of this. So, INKforall then looks like a complete package. Right? You can do a content planning at $10 a month. Actually, when you pay annual, it's far cheaper than that. So let's just say, if you buy the entire package at $50 a month, and if it works for you, you save a lot of money. Surfer SEO is, I think, about $60 a month. Ahrefs is about $100 a month. And of course, the writing tool is about $50 a month. You could potentially save hundreds of dollars when you go for INKforall, but you've got to test it to make sure that it fits your need. There is a free version available. In fact, actually, all of these individual modules can be bought as a package or just individual function, and you can try all of them for free forever. So you could take 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, 2 weeks, 2 months to check if this is for you. The free version lets you explore everything. And I think the other interesting tidbit is INKforall also has an AI image generator, which is free. It's built into the tool. You don't pay extra. So when you look at it from that perspective, you could potentially save over $100 if INKforall works for you. So try the tool. It's free. The link is below. So my recommendation, if you're confused, try Jasper, then go for INKforall. I think these are the two tools so far that I would think are standouts. Copymatic. Copymatic is a interesting pricing structure. It's got only 2 plans, Starter or Pro. And then it's relatively competitive pricing for the number of words. So for example, 50,000 words, you pay $29 a month, and it kind of lets you let's say explore the tool for free, but only 1,000 words a month. I don't know how much you would be able to try, understand the tool, but again, at least you get a time independent free plan with this one. So try it, and if you like the output, compare Copymatic. I think we'll probably do that in the end. You've got to compare a tool that's similar on output and pricing, and then pick the right one for you. Article Forge. There are other tools here which do more than one thing, right? I mean, they do copywriting frameworks and marketing frameworks and long form blog posts and a number of different things. Article Forge is it's a specialist. It does one thing and one thing only. It writes long form blog posts somewhere between it could write up to 1,500 words, or it could do shorter up to 250 words, but it does only one thing. It takes a few inputs from you, your keywords, and maybe a few more text inputs if you like to influence the outcome a little more. You could add some H tools if you like, but then that's it. Look at the review. You could literally just type for 40 seconds, 60 seconds, click a button, go for a coffee, and come back to read a fully done or almost 90% done long form blog post with an image, with a video. And not only that, you can also integrate that with your WordPress site. So it's content generation is automatic. You just type in a bunch of keywords, go home, sip a coffee or whatever, and then tomorrow in your WordPress site there's a bunch of blogs. Article Forge is powerful if it works for you. I mean, it's so powerful. I mean, it's scarily powerful. Again, the pricing, it depends on what you want, but at $27 a month, when you pay annually for 250,000 words a month, I think that's enough. I mean, that's like doing 100, 2,500 blog posts every month. 100. I mean, imagine the explosion that you could have on your website or a blog. I mean, if that's all you wanted, I mean, how long are you going to take 100 blog posts yourself with Article Forge? I think you could write it maybe in technically somewhere between 10 to 30 minutes every post. That's all you will need just to edit. You probably don't need more than 2-3 minutes to actually create it. Again, it has a 7-day free trial. You do have to put in a credit card, but you can always cancel it. I did that as well just to test the tool, and you get 10,000 words, so you can actually test the tool thoroughly. And the last on this list is Copy AI. Copy AI has a interesting tiering structure. You can go for free, no time commitment. You can get 2,000 words every month for free, and then keep trying it as long as you like. And you can upgrade to Pro, 40,000, 100,000, 300,000 or more. 40,000 is $36 when you pay monthly, and 100,000, as you can see, is $74, which kind of jumps up a little bit. And 300,000 is over $200 a month when you pay annually. And if you have a need that's over that, of course you can get a custom pricing. I think it's similar to, I don't put that in other boxes, but if your needs are more than what you have here, you typically can reach out and get a custom pricing as well. Okay, now the more important question. All right, this is cool. My budget is $10 a month. Which tool is here for me? So let's do this in tiers of $10, right? So $10, and assume that we've now taken a trial of all the tools here. Let's say the output quality is on par. Let's just focus on the money. $10 a month. What do you have? You have Scalenut, which you can get started $12 a month for 100,000 words. And if that's enough for you, I think this is like hands down one of the best options. And if you just scroll through here, and I mean, sorry, I've seen this Excel before, but there isn't a lot of options here for you to get started at $10. You pretty much are limited to what you can do here. The only thing, I mean, if you want to write, it's probably your only option. Okay, let's jump to $20. Oh, sorry, I did forget. There's also Writesonic, where you can get started at $10 and you can write a lot in the economy mode. So you have two options: $10, you have Writesonic and Scalenut. $20. Okay, at $20, I mean, this is a very interesting comparison, because at $20, I would ask, are you willing to pay a few dollars extra? Because I mean, there's a difference between 20 and 29, but is there really difference between 20 and 25? If it is for you, there are some options here, but if it's not, I would probably push you a little bit to try Jasper. But again, let's just do $20 for now. You don't have anything in Jasper on Scalenut. They are kind of, beyond the range now. You don't have anything. Writesonic, you still have a long form, and at $13 a month, this may be the best option for you, because as you can see, when you jump from long form to short form in Writesonic, you get a lot more access to the long form block templates, and you also get a lot more words. So if your budget is between $10 and $20, actually, even if it's just $10, I would say go for the Writesonic long form. It's probably the best in the price range. There's nothing else that there's Copysonic, but if you're willing to put in $16, I would rather have you get more for it, because at Copysonic you only get 40,000 words for your money at $16. But when you look at Writesonic, it gives you a lot more, and AI image generator at $13 a month. So go for Writesonic. That's probably the right option for you if you want to write words. If you're willing to give $220, I would think AI writer in INKforall is like perfect, because when you see the review and the demo, you can see actually it suggests and guides as you write, on the titles and on the content itself, what keywords to use, and the SEO score for them. So if you are willing to go to $20 a month there, my number one choice then becomes AI writer from INKforall. But if you want to be more in the 13, 15, then go for the previous plans. Okay, let's push it up to somewhere between 20 to 30. And here we have two questions, right? How much do you want to write? If you want to write short form mainly, I would say go to Jasper eyes closed. At $29 a month, it gives you only 20,000 words. But I think the way Jasper has different templates, and how quick it is and how rich the content is sometimes from Jasper, I think it's the best option if you're willing to go until 29-30. But if you are, let's say, not so comfortable with it yet, I would suggest, Writesonic already is an option even before this price bucket. So if let's assume that you're not happy with Writesonic and you still want to see if there's a better option for you, there's nothing on Copysmith for you. And on Anyword, you have an option at basic at $24 a month when you pay annually, or when you pay monthly it's $29. But between Anyword and Jasper, at this price range, 25 to 30, I would suggest go for Jasper. I've used both, I've reviewed both. I would say Jasper at this price range. And I said INKforall, I kind of put it very close to Jasper. So if you just want to write, I would say AI writer, and it doesn't have a limit, so that's probably the best option for you between 20 to 30. There's Copymatic starter plan. When you pay annually, it's cheaper. When you pay monthly, I think I've kind of flipped the prices the other way around. It's $29 when you pay monthly and $19 when you pay annually. It's a good option. It gives you a lot more word limit. So Jasper gives you 20,000 words for the same money, $29, and Copymatic gives you 50,000. So if you find the output is acceptable, then go for Copymatic. But if you're focused on the output, then go for Jasper or INKforall. Article Forge is in this range. Let's assume that you're paying the standard package annually. That gives you $27, and then you can write 250,000 words a month. I mean, that's a lot of words. If you write long form, I think hands down, INKforall / Article Forge at this price range between 25 to 30, because I think these are the tools that kind of help you mix the SEO aspect, the long form aspect, and the word limit. I mean, when you put the three in consideration, Article Forge and INKforall are the best. But if you want to write primarily long form, I would also put Jasper in the mix. Okay, let's jump it up between 30 to 40. Which is the right plan for you? Again, let's look at it two perspectives: short form, long form. Between 30 to 40, I actually wouldn't recommend anything on Jasper. It kind of creates a vacuum in this price range. Scalenut, if it works for you, when you buy the growth plan annually, it sits at $32. And of course, there's no word limit on it. So, if you don't like what you see on Scalenut, you can keep trying as much as you like without, worrying about if you're hitting the limit or not. So if Scalenut works for you between 30 to 40, I think it's a good option if you like the writing output. I'm always tempted to. I mean, we kind of moved away from Writesonic now because it's so cheap in terms of pricing, but it is a contender. I mean, if you're happy with what you have from Writesonic, it's also got an image generator, so you're kind of not going out. I wouldn't recommend Copysmith at this price point. I mean, of course, they don't have let's say a plan here, but I also wouldn't recommend Anyword. I mean, there's one plan between 29, but I feel it's too expensive for its output quality. I wouldn't recommend it for this price point. If you're willing to pay somewhere between 30 to 40, I would actually suggest go for AI Writer and a SEO Optimizer, or AI Writer and a Content Planner from INKforall. It gives you so much, and it cuts down on you needing Surfer SEO or Href, so it actually saves you a lot of money there as well. It also has an image generator, so it's a great package. Copymatic, at $32 a month on the annual, payments. There's no limit. I mean, you can write whatever you want, and Copymatic is good for long form writing as well. So here, if you like the output, for me, number one in this price range is INKforall, Copymatic, and if you just want to write Article Forge, long form, then Article Forge is already the best contender here. Copy AI, I wouldn't recommend anything. I mean, it has a $36 per month plan for 40,000 words, but I would probably not recommend it. You have far cheaper options here. Let's push it up to $40 to $50. Here, I'm guessing you're not writing short form anymore. You're probably a pro who's writing primarily long form, or you use certain templates, but you use a lot of, you use them more frequently. You write about 50 to 70,000 words or more. There's $49 per month on Jasper for 35,000 words. But honestly, I would not recommend it. It's a little bit expensive for this price range, and you have other options. I mean, Scalenut is already an option below this price range. Writesonic is already an option below this price range, but let's assume that you're not happy with the outputs there. Should you look at Copysmith? If you write a lot of content, taking in existing content and, let's say, rehashing it, Copysmith is a useful option because it comes with a plagiarism checker, so you don't have to pay a separate subscription for Grammarly or something else to do that. It is an option. Of course, you get 250,000 words. That's a lot. At this price range, I would not recommend Anyword because you could get a plan for $49 a month for 65,000 words, but you get better options at far cheaper price range. Sorry, Anyword, I don't mean to be, mean to you, but sorry, I'm just doing a very honest review here. INKforall is still one of the closest, to my heart options, just for the range of functionalities it provides. You could actually, at this point, afford. I think if you want, I mixed up some pricing here. You could get AI Writer, SEO Optimizer, Content Planner 3-in-1 for $48 a month if you like. I think it's just brilliant. I mean, You would not need another tool. I think, I've used Surfer SEO, Hrefs. I also use Grammarly. I also use Jasper AI. I think you'd easily save about $200 or more there. Copymatic is below the range, and if you like Copymatic, there's no conversations. Article Forge, there's nothing sitting here, but Article Forge, you don't need to go higher as well. Copy AI, I wouldn't recommend at this price range. Now, $50 plus. Okay, let's take a pause here. If you're willing to invest more than $50 a month on an AI tool, I think you have a clear idea of why you need this AI tool for. And before you hit this price point, I would suggest take a free trial on all of them, because at $500 a month, it's sorry, $500 a year, that's roughly right between 400 to 600 is what you would pay. Now let me do the math right. $600 a year, 600 US dollars a year is what you would pay at paying $50 a month. That's a lot of money. Do you really want to be paying that much without investigating which tool is the best for you? So I would suggest at this point, stop with this. Think about what you want. I use Jasper. I'm on the annual plan because I used Jasper for a few months on the monthly plan before I moved to annual. I needed to be sure that this is the right tool for me. So at $50 a month, Jasper still doesn't offer you anything. The closest you get is the Boss Mode 50,000 words at $59. I think one important thing to know with Jasper is there's other ways to earn credits. I mean, you could take a training, and as I said earlier, you can also get up to 20% refund of your word credits if you don't like the output. So, I mean, if that's your usage, Jasper is a very, very, very powerful tool. But the one thing to note is you don't get AI image generator for free with this. You have to pay $20 on top of this to get that. So you can try that, and if you like the image quality from Jasper better than any other tool, then stick with it. We don't need to talk about Scalenut. We don't need to talk about Writesonic. These are, if you like them, you're not even listening to this conversation anymore. Copysmith, probably not applicable. At this price range, I'm sorry, Anyword, sorry, you don't fit into the picture for me. INKforall is, if you don't like Jasper, my clear number one choice at this price range is INKforall. I mean, it's just brilliant. If you like the outputs, I think you might find this is the most underrated AI writer in the market today. It's going to blow your mind if it works for you. Copymatic is way below this price range. We don't need to talk. Let's skip Article Forge. Copy AI. Sorry, Copy AI. You don't fit into the scene here. Well, if you plan to spend more than this, so if you plan to spend more than $50 a month, I would also ask why. I mean, of course you can buy a plan here, but I would also wonder, why would you want to do that? Isn't there enough options for you to get something below this price range? So if you do plan to buy something more than $50, $60 a month, I'm actually curious. Drop in a comment, because I would love to know why you want to do that. Because you have so many options in this price range, whether it's the word count or the image generator or the SEO or the content planner or the plagiarism checker. I mean, you've got it all already under $60 a month from one of these tools. Why would you need more? I'm not so sure. So if you're paying for more, I mean, sorry, the one genuine reason why you would pay more is if you've got a large team, you're a team of 5, 10 people, then of course even 100,000 words may not be enough if you're a small agency, but then I understand you might need more. You might want to go for a custom pricing then actually. But if you're an individual, you shouldn't really be spending more than $60 a month on a writing tool. If you are, I would suggest stop. Check this market out. There's a lot in way under $60 a month for you. So if you ask me where this limit is, $60 a month. If you spend more, you're probably throwing money away. Thank you guys. I hope it's been useful. I'm going to drop the link to all the individual reviews of these tools and also a free trial so you can try them out and see which one works for you. I hope it's been useful to you. Thank you. Bye.